Hello, my name is Anna Niemira of BGX Capital, and today we are live at Fintech Conference 2018. And right now we are speaking with Richard Carleton, CEO of Canadian Securities Exchange. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Anna.
I hope you are enjoying the conference.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. So here we have Canadian Securities Exchange. That was the first exchange which started to trade cannabis securities, cannabis companies. And right now it's getting into the blockchain. Why blockchain? What actually made you to decide on going ahead with this innovation?
Well, I guess there's a happy confluence of a couple of circumstances. The first is that we've actually had a fully functioning blockchain capability in our technology stack dating back to December 2016 when we put our new trading system into place. So we've had that capability and thinking about when is it that we might actually bring it to bear? When would it make sense? And so we've had a lot of people speak with us over the last several weeks about the benefits and the power of the security token offerings. And there seems to be broad regulatory support, support in the industry for using these instruments as new ways of raising capital and to provide investors with new and interesting products to invest in. We also have the benefit of introducing a significant cost-reducing technology into the Canadian dealer community as well.
They're cheering for you, you see, for the decision you made, yes.
Well, I have to say, I've been involved in a lot of projects in the securities industry over the course of my career, which dates back more than 30 years now. I'm not too shy to admit. I have never had such a positive reaction from the community over an initiative that I've been part of than this one. We have the dealers, in particular the major Canadian banks, are really eager to roll up their shirt sleeves and work with us on this project. We have issuers that are basically saying, Richard, when can we get these security tokens listed and trading on your exchange? Because we're ready to go, and investors saying, we are really interested in the opportunities that this technology affords. Again, we want to participate. When can we start buying these things? So
you see the blockchain technology is a solution for you to provide your clients, the customers, with STOs.
Absolutely. Again, what it does is it removes a lot of the intermediary cost and expense associated with clearing and settling securities trades. Now that sounds kind of boring, it's sort of inside baseball and all of that for people in the industry, but it really is a very expensive component of the cost to trade securities, to raise money for companies. And what we're looking to do is to basically cut out that friction in the first instance, and the second instance, use the power of the blockchain to be able to allow companies to create new kinds of investment products. So let me give you an example.
Okay.
The early adopters are expected to be blockchain and technology type companies who are very comfortable with this technology.
Yeah, the one who knows it really,
exactly.
Inside out.
But I was surprised that almost immediately we had people from some of the old economy industries like mining come and say, listen, we can do asset-backed, gold and silver-backed securities tokens that we can list on your exchange.
Now we're talking innovation.
That can then become part of provide a revenue stream to the holder of that security. And the blockchain technology will enable the revenues to flow from the company into the cash account of the holders. And of course, we'll have all of that, the information required in order to get the payments from the company into the hands of the security token owner. Again, without errors, without substantial manual intervention or any of the costs that are currently associated with these sorts of instruments. So again, we open up all new ways of finance for these companies, not just amongst the people you'd think of as early adopters, but amongst conventional Canadian corporations as well.
One more question for you, and we're talking about benefits, like financial benefits for a lot of companies, but what about also time? Usually settling takes also a couple of days, and there is a space for some error. Does blockchain technology, the one you are applying, really eliminates this kind of the errors and saves time.
And expense. So again, one of the things that people don't realize with our current T+2, so that's trade day plus 2 more days before the trade actually clears and settles, is that the dealer has to post security against the risk that that transaction doesn't in fact settle on the 3rd day. So that capital that is currently being tied up in the clearing and settlement system with a blockchain system that provides real-time clearing and settlement can be freed up for other purposes. And it's obviously an expense of doing business that the dealers would like to attack and free up for more productive uses, shall we say. And you're right, errors can be dramatically reduced through the use of the technology. And you also don't have to fund a clearinghouse to provide all of these guarantees, which currently in Canada amounts to billions and billions of dollars in capital that have to be put into the incumbent provider, which is the Canadian Depository for Securities. Again, you don't have to go into that whole construct in order to provide this service. So that's why we're as big believers in the power of this technology as we are. Reduction of costs, reduce risk, and we can unleash the creativity of the Canadian financial services community to create new products for investors.
Richard, that's fantastic. Great. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
And seeing us here at the conference and speaking with us, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
Anna.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. Thanks.